Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa is the most respected by the Shia more than any other school in Islam. Because I know some of you, sometimes you get on the defensive when people say to you that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa the Shia don't respect him as much as our Sunni brothers and sisters. Sometimes you hear this. I'll give you one example of how we respect him. Rasulullah Mohammed. Finished. That's it. I don't even need to discuss further. Name me a school in Islam, one school, that the moment you mention his name, they all do salawat in one voice. All of you. Allah. Second louder one, if you don't mind. That's it. A third all the way to Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. Raise your kids on the salawat on Muhammad and al-Muhammad. And don't just raise them to say salawat softly like we're bored. I see sometimes people cheering for their football club more than they do salawat. Not me, my salawat is loud. But people cheer for their club more than even the salawat. Salawat in the Shia, no one respects Rasulullah as much as the Shia. Don't forget this. Someone says, but our brothers mention him more than we do. We have a majlis on his wafat. Do they do? Majlis coming up next week. Are you all ready? Next week is his majlis. The 28th of Safar. Name me another school in Islam that will mourn him like us. Name me. I ask you, those of you who have non-Shia friends, message them on that day. Say, what are you doing tonight? Ask him, what are you doing? And then see what his answer is. If he's mourning Rasulullah, I'll change my name. I'll change my name. If he's mourning the Prophet. So Rasulullah for us, the mourning of the Prophet, never ever stopped. Someone says, but they mention him more than we do. I say, no. They will always say, Anas bin Malik narrated from the Prophet. Aisha narrated from the Prophet. Abu Hurairah narrated from the Prophet. The difference is, I say Ali ibn Abi Talib narrated from the Prophet. And I say Muhammad al-Baqir narrated from the Prophet. Ja'far al-Sadiq narrated from the Prophet. I say all of this, why? Because when you as a scholar begin your argument against Ziyarat al-Arbaen, and you say that mourning should only be 3 days, how do you explain Rasulullah crying for Imam al-Hussein 50 years before Karbala happened? 50 years before Karbala happened, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa is already crying for Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. That scholar continued by saying what? He said, look, we don't have it as mentioned in our literature. And anyway, Ziyarat al-Arbaeen is ziyarah of Arbaen mu'min. I don't know where this basis is of visiting 40 mu'mins. I haven't seen anything similar in my life. Why would suddenly here, Imam al-Askari in the hadith, why would suddenly here it would say, visit 40 mu'min? And it doesn't say ziyarat Arbaen, rather ziyarat al-Arbaen. A particular focus on this incident. So one, he says, 40 mu'min, we put